This next election, rig and die. Rig and die. One person. Sorry, go there. Voila. You go wind up my do this video. Rig and die. So 2027 is not cho. Rig and die. Carry everything. As you vote, stand they look your votes. If they say why you carry license, go you say yes or because who wants if that ballot won't kill you? It's after your life, they're after our life. Rig and die. That's so 2027 with all the rubbish going on. See the way other countries are treating Nigerians like slaves. South Africa go do their own. Don't do like Ghana self, Tanzania, everybody. They do Nigeria like say we be Osua, but what is that they call them? Rig and die. 2027. I know. So for say they wait for them now. We for not they wait. They say we don't know say he escape Reverend Father. Rig and die. Defend your vote. Everybody charge your phone, carry power bank, carry umbrella, stay for be on live video. We go share power bank. Drone go they fly for up, rig and die. That's the only thing that can save this country. That one and even the country reach 2027. So far, I enter market now. It be like everything is times 10. See packet of Indomie. How many times one family one chop Indomie finish? Rig and die. Just die. All of you die. Whew. Lord of Jesus.
Welcome back, everyone. Interesting days ahead. Like there is tension everywhere because of 2027 election. We are just in 2025, my people. Hey, El-Rufai's son is just setting internet on fire since yesterday. You guys saw what he wrote yesterday, that he preferred Peter Obi to Atiku. And today, look at what he said. Nigeria can become great again. Unfortunately or fortunately, depending on the context, a few certain people have to buy to achieve this dream. Hey, come and see comment section. People are saying that at least number one person supposed to be your father. And a lot of people are bringing some names up. Like Nigerians are tired of these politicians in Nigeria. Honestly, they are tired. Like how long are we going to continue like this? This is why a lot of people, especially obedience, they are saying that if you rig the election in 2027, you're going to buy. That it is better that they buy in poly-uni than to buy because of hunger. Like Nigeria, they are serious. I thought that what happened in 2023 is going to discourage Nigerians to vote again. My people, Nigerians, they have vowed to buy in poly-uni than to buy because of this shegebanza Tinubu is giving us. And also, Northerners are so desperate to take this power from Tinubu. Like these people can do anything to make sure that, hey, Tinubu did not retain power in 2027. Yes. And the worst part is that, like people that helped Tinubu, to manipulate the election in 2023. Like these people are against Tinubu right now. That is the reason why you see Tinubu and his camp running hater-scatter. My people, 2027 election is going to be very, very interesting in Nigeria, honestly. Let me allow you guys to watch other videos and see what Nigerians are saying concerning P2B, ADC, election 2027, and every other things that are happening in Nigeria. Take a listen.
Bola Tinubu, Mr. President, make una have mercy on Nigerian youth, Nigerian children, and the future generation. Make una use fear of God. They borrow this money where una they borrow. They can loan and credits where una they accumulate on top future generation head. Make una fear God. We beg you in the name of whatever you hold sacred. Now human beings go pay the money. Now country go pay the loan. Under 2 years of your administration, you don't borrow more than 56 trillion naira, raising the national debt to more than 180 trillion. Buhari under in 8 years borrow about 70 trillion. You under 2 years don't reach 56 trillion and counting. And tomorrow when I go talk, say no, that make nobody talk, make nobody comment. President Tinubu, God have been good to you. You have been former governor, you still they live on pension from Lagos State. You are former national leader of the party. Now you are president. Your wife former senator. You get investment all over the country. Your children have investment. The Senator Akpabio, your senior president, where they approve loan for you, whether in colleagues agree or not. about his former governor, former commissioner, former minister, former Senate minority leader, now Senate president. At what point una go talk say this country we don't give una so much opportunity, make una self make sacrifice so that Nigeria go move forward, make una use conscience they do this thing. Tomorrow now una go talk say it is not bad to borrow money. Nobody they talk say you cannot take loan as government, but the question be say wetin Nigerian government they borrow money they take do? All the loan where una they borrow, where are you investing it? I been at to borrow loan for more corruption and corruption. Because from the last statistics where I check, when it comes to insecurity, even though security spending don't increase from about 2.9 trillion in 2023 to 4.9 trillion in 2025, yet according to report, more than 10,000 people have been killed under your administration. More than 600 communities attacked by terrorists. When it comes to power, Nigeria never still be able to generate more than 5,000 megawatts of power to power more than 200 million lives. When it comes to health, for the global statistics of maternal death, women where they die during childbirth, Nigeria alone accounts for more than 34% of that number. Women where they die during childbirth. So what exactly are you people improving? Share a road have been education, be waiting we won't talk with out of school children. Tomorrow they go talk say, hey, President Tinubu the master strategist, APC supporters. So this unsustainable accumulation of debt now part of master strategist plan. Hey, yeah, President Tinubu, this bus stop where you carry us rich, you don't do. Make you press break now. Make una take a easy. You alone, you come, you say subsidy regime is gone without any verification on day one. You alone float naira. You don't remove subsidy. Where the money where una they save from subsidy? Where it dey? Tomorrow when they ask, they go say, hey, they don't increase allowances to governors. Did you tell Nigerians you were removing subsidy to increase pocket money for governors? Why increase money to governors when you know you cannot hold them accountable? Tomorrow they go say subsidy regime is gone. Is the corruption in the oil sector gone? Next tomorrow they go say EFCC don't recover something billion, custom recover something billion. Where all the money they go, for God's sake? Nigerian politicians, APC government, make una use conscience. I don't know whether una get the conscience. Because the one where we did so now express night we don't enter. Is it that Nigerian politicians they go first thief all the money where they on ground? When they don't thief and finish and there is nothing to support the budget, they go borrow from foreign loan, come keep. Then they go still thief that one on ground again. You borrow in dollar, borrow in pound, borrow in Chinese yuan. Hey, master strategies, Maku share. Now wow, APC now so this una master strategy plan day, developmental plan. Nigerians, you know, if you tell person when no get conscience to using conscience, so the message now to una as Nigerians, because all this credit where they borrow, so now una be the Odi Duro, now una be the only stand up where go pay the credit. So according to report 2023, if you divide all the loan where Nigeria they owe among everybody where they Nigeria, one person when they owe about 217,000. By this year 2025, you don't pass 300,000. No. So even though you never travel out, you they owe China. You they owe for US, or you they owe, they go come. When they come, maybe that's your phone. I be that in a house, they go come cuckoo carry am. Me, nothing cuckoo day. Since when my papa died, small plot of land where they keep for us. Police case they on top. Winch case they on top. Which one I go solve? I don't cuckoo leave am. So by the time they come, maybe na police they go come cuckoo carry. Maybe they can't even carry me go US. Make I go there. Just pay the loan. Nigerians, this is not sustainable. This is not governance. We must cut down the cost of government. We must stop this kind of corruption and brazen criminality. This is not how a country should run. The thing where APC they do for Nigeria is the textbook definition of how not to govern a country. And we all must wake up and say this is not the way to go. Fear God, APC, because this kind of debt is unsustainable. This thing on the mandate people where on una mandate una shall fall. As we they look and they go, make we they look and they go. My name is Peter.
How do you feel knowing fully well that your principal has once again sent a clear message that he is the bride, without necessarily, announcing it himself? It looks like there's a tug of war between some stakeholders on the PDP side and others on the ADC side. Everybody's trying to, give him a sweet deal ahead of 2027.
Well, good evening, Nigerians. I think we've always known that we have a beautiful bride in P2B, but then he still has to navigate the bumpy road of our political games to be able to galvanize a team. Like as I can see, there's ADC, there's PDP, there is all manner of people waiting for P2B to come to their table, but it's not clear yet what we are yet to see. Even his followers, we still don't know where Peter Obi is going at this moment. Like we said, we follow him wherever he goes.
And give me a sense of, what Nigerians are thinking about this one. Because when you hear the likes of Professor Jerry Gana, for instance, talk such glowingly about Peter Obi, about his political currency, about his chances in 2027 on the platform of the PDP. You see what's happening on the ADC side. We understand that there are some concessions that have been agreed upon. Don't you think this is, as you look at the upside, but then you look at the downside, this conflicting choices that might be tricky to decide?
It depends on what you mean tricky. Peter Obi is on top of his game. I think if there's any politician to be, raising his shoulder high today, is Peter Obi. His transparency in the way he does his things and his previous records are totally what is dictating for him. He is a beautiful bride that every man wants. So I pray for him. I hope he will take a wise decision this time.
Right. Give me your personal take on, there being a lot more options on the table. We see his running mate in the 2023 elections, Deti Baba Ahmed, potentially kickstarting a reconciliation effort with the Abure-led faction of the Labour Party. In your view, is Labour Party still in the mix of options for Peter Obi to consider ahead of 2027?
It is very difficult to speak for Peter Obi at this moment, but I can tell you that I sense a rainbow coalition here, where everybody is playing a smart game to be able to be unnoticed. We have a big lion in the Aso Villa that is ready to go anywhere and destroy any plans that will form a threat to his superiority. So I'm not unaware of the carefulness of the opposition party to maintain secrecy in their dealings.
And you look at the base, for instance, is this going to have any sort of ripple effect that could be, say, for instance, polarizing? I mean, there are those of you, just as you said, that would follow Peter Obi wherever the destination is, especially if it leads to Aso Rock Villa, right? But then there are some who, listen, going back to PDP, for instance, is non-negotiable because PDP is a part of the problem. Or going to work with the coalition is non-negotiable because they have ABC individuals who we don't believe in. Do you think there's room for compromise for the obedience here? Or do they not, count in terms of the decision?
Obedience in every political party. Obedience are already in ADC, obedience are in Labour Party, obedience are in APC. But the bottom line is that when it comes to presidency, all the obedience in all political parties are one family and having that same aspiration of the Aso Villa, because we believe that Peter Obi will perform better than any other aspirants that will come by.
Well, I thought you were going to say obedience are in APC, but I suppose there is one party.
Obedience are in APC. I can name them for you, a whole lot of them.
Right. I'm sure they wouldn't want you to blow their cover. But let's talk about...
I will tell you the obedience in APC. Right. I will tell you.
Right.
But they're there, of course. The difference is that they want things done the right way. So if Tinubu will tomorrow start to do things the right way, the obedience will be quiet. But the obedience in APC still believe that Peter Obi will do better. So it's up to the players now to convince them. So for me, as an obedient, I'm watching the political game going on in Nigeria with all, manner of, I don't know how to explain it to you, but it's difficult to spill what I think here. I just feel that the Nigerian people must look the direction of INEC and the National Assembly, because that's where the whole thing will end. What if at the end of the day they rig the election? We have to make sure that nobody rigs our election. I've been trained obedience that we need to go back to the National Assembly and make sure that our results are transmitted immediately. If we don't achieve that, we are wasting our time.
And talk to me about what you make of, you know, the political atmosphere in the country right now, especially regarding the talks with the coalition, where we're hearing some preferential treatment for the likes of P2B, for instance, Malam Nasser El-Rufai, who are still with the Labour Party, for instance. The interim chairman of the African Democratic Congress, and David Mark, a couple of days ago, says, listen, we're not going to tolerate any anti-party activities. But the caveat is that people like P2B, people like Nasser El-Rufai, for instance, still have some unfinished business in their political parties. Do you think this leaves room for a lot more grounded, you know, strategy to take place before a decision is made?
I really think that some of them have unfinished business with their parties, so they are taking their time to detach themselves. As you know, there are some local elections in some states, but for us, the obedience and Nigerians, all we are looking for is those that will sit together and form an unbiased group that will give us the new Nigeria of our dreams. We cannot argue about wanting a new Nigeria. All of us, everyone sees the condition of the country today, but at the same time, we still want a peaceful Nigeria. So we advise the politicians, as you go about aligning yourself, remember that the peace of Nigeria is first. We are already seeing people changing names of people in the streets and trying to, you know, incite tribal hate. These are the things that upset me about our politics. They become so dirty when they should be bringing us together. I think the Nigerian security apparatus must gear up their decision and make sure the effect arrests where necessary. We wouldn't want what happened in 2023 to repeat itself.
Right. And talk to me as an obedient yourself, unapologetic one for that matter. What kind of conversation are you having with people on the other side of the aisle, especially people who are going to be your partners in the 2027 race, at least for the time being? People in the coalition, people in the PDP, are you trying to get their buy-in? Are you trying to sell them P2B? And what is the reading? I mean, I suppose you're trying to sell them the P2B candidature, right? But what is their feelers? Because we also understand that there are a couple of people whose ambition is public knowledge ahead of 2027. So give me a sense of the kind of conversation you're having with some of your political allies on the other side.
I think it's too early to speak about what conversations we are having, knowing the political nature of Nigeria. The game is on P2B's table. And we believe and trust that P2B will not negotiate anything that will mar his success. So we are leaving the decision entirely for P2B to see which group is viable. But of course, we are hoping that if the ADC will do the right thing of giving the best candidates, then we will not have to argue about PDP or whatever. In fact, I must say it clearly that the best bet we have is ADC giving P2B the tickets without any political games, playing out.
Right. I mean, PDP is leaning towards the zoning of its presidential flag bearer coming from the south. ADC, not so much at this point in time. Are you saying that, do you hope that the ADC will be very clear about this, or would you want an open contest as anticipated by many?
Well, for me, I would say that there's no point wasting money and time. They know the best candidate and they know who the Nigerian people are clamoring for. And I think I would advise them that it's important that His Excellency Atiku Abubakar comes out here as a role model. I think Atiku Abubakar is only stumbling block. From my own perspective, though, But I strongly feel that they will trash out their differences with time.
Some have said, especially people on the APC side of the argument and some other political analysts, that listen, if we end up with a major three-horse race in 2027, there's a very good chance that 2023 might repeat itself. Peter Obi going against Tinubu, maybe a great chance. I mean, give me your own reading of what you hope the field will look like in 2027.
2027 will be interesting. It will be the Nigerian people versus the politicians. And Nigerian people, from what I'm hearing, instead of Nigerians dying, lining up to collect food, we'd rather die at the polling units. We will not allow anybody to rig our elections again. Never.
I mean, this is the second time you're mentioning in this conversation rigging the election. There's a lot of concern there with INEC, I suppose, because the running mate of Peter Obi has doubled down every other time when he's given a public, interview about what happened in 2023. Some people on the ADC side have also been quite vocal about the credibility or integrity of the electoral umpire INEC going into the general elections.
In 2023, we saw people being maimed. We saw people being beaten up because of their ethnic nationality. We saw, talks running away with ballot boxes. This time around, we are going to be in our polling units in numbers. We're going to watch. We are all going to be lions because there's nobody to fight for us. INEC must do the right thing this time because you might end up seeing people mobbing you on the streets. We are not going to sit down and allow people truncate our results again. If the international community and everyone that is concerned should pay attention, the sufferings of Nigerians, especially the youths, it's not what anybody can bear any longer. And we urge the politicians to please allow fair play for the interest of the nation.
And you see what's happening on the ADC flank with some of its recent appointments. The leadership of the party, albeit not necessarily at the very top of the top, is looking quite young with some of these selections that they've made recently, given some young Nigerians in their early 30s, some very critical positions to spearhead the party. Does that inspire, and is that one of the reasons why you would prefer Peter Obi to be the candidate of the ADC in 2027?
I'm happy so far with the appointments because that signals the terms at which my Peter Obi wants to operate. He has always maintained that younger folks should come into power, people with the energy and the zeal. So I see ADC touring, moving towards that direction, but it's still important that we see them do the right thing. I don't want to speculate, and I don't want to speak for Peter Obi at this moment because I am yet to get a clear picture of what his mindset is, but I'm sure that serious discussions are ongoing across board.
So my people, that is it. I hope you guys heard everything they said here. Like, Nigerians need to do everything possible in order to make sure that they unseat Tinubu in 2027. If not, this kind of shege-banza we are seeing is going to be times 10 after 2027. And right now, Nigerians, especially obedience, they are just waiting to just hear from Peter Obi. Like, which party is he going to be contesting in 2027? Like, everyone is eager to hear from Peter Obi. But that is by the way. So there is this particular news that has been circulating since yesterday from Mr. Kim, and he said there is a state-sponsored campaign aimed to tarnish Peter Obi's reputation. You guys know that before now, they're even saying that Peter Obi is planning a coup to, remove Tinubu from office, this and that. Like, is these people really serious? Like, are they serious? Because anything, any talk, any interview in Nigeria right now, they must bring Peter Obi's name up. Like, why? Is Peter Obi only the politician in Nigeria? Atiku is there, other people are there. Why is Peter Obi every time? Because they know very well that Peter Obi won the election in 2023. These people are afraid of Peter Obi, yes. So they did all this lies, propaganda against Peter Obi in 2023. So before 2027, we're going to be hearing a lot of nonsense like propaganda lies against Peter Obi, because they know that it's only Peter Obi that are giving them sleepless nights. Yes. Anyway, my people, just as Nigerians are saying that 2027, if you rig, you are going to buy. Yes, so that it is even better that they go to polling units and buy there instead of staying in their houses and allowing Tinubu to buy them with this hunger that we are facing in Nigeria right now. So 2027 election is not going to be child's play, my people. Even the Northerners, they have said it, that if anyone try to manipulate the 2027 election, that will be the end of Nigeria. My people, a lot is going to happen in 2027, and we are watching to see how all these things are going to be unfolding. Yes, my people, so make I bring this update to you guys. I hope you truly enjoy watching. Do wait to subscribe if today is your first time. Like the video, share it, and also leave your thoughts in the comment section. I will see you guys in my next update. Goodbye for now.
Welcome to Chamber Senior Steve.